Well, hello there, my Purple Block math classes. Sorry I couldn't be here today. Your test is going to be Wednesday. Now, today is Monday, and all we're doing is reviewing it today. I'm going to spend the next probably 10 to 12 minutes teaching you something that I think you need a little extra help on. So pay attention. Laptops are half-mast. No one is talking to each other, messing with laptops. You're not messing with pencils, markers, whiteboards. You're all going to listen to me teach the distributive property, because I wasn't here to teach you this to begin with, because you had a substitute and you kind of taught each other. So pay attention. I'm going to show you how to do. Notice up here in the upper right hand corner it says 2.5.1. That means topic 2, lesson 5, question 1, which is all about the distributive property. So I'm going to go through and do about 3 or 4 of these, and you're paying attention. You're not talking to each other. You're listening to this. I'll be asking a few questions. I want you participating when I ask the questions, speaking to each other, because your test is Wednesday. Your study session is Wednesday. And after I'm done with this little 10 to 12 minute video, you are going to have some work time. Okay? So I'm going to start off with find 2 expressions that are equivalent by the distributive property. So I'm going to grab my ink here. And it says which 2 expressions are equivalent. So I'm going to start off with this first one, which says 7 parentheses 6 minus 3. Now, does anyone know how to solve this? If you think you know, tell your neighbor right now. Okay, here it comes. Hopefully some of you had an idea, all right? The distributive property means you got to take the number that's outside the parentheses and distribute it to the numbers that are inside the parentheses, okay? So in this case, anytime you have a number, or a variable for that matter, squeezed next to parentheses, it means to multiply. So we're going to do 7 times 6. That's how you start. So 7, and I'm going to put a dot for multiply, times 6. Now are we done? Yes or no? Why are we not done? Why are we still not done? Tell your neighbor why we're not done yet. Tell them. Okay. Hopefully it's because you said you also have to distribute the 7 to the 3. So then I'm going to distribute the 7 to the 3 as well, and also do 7 times 3. And then the supposed hard question is, what operation goes in between 7 times 6 and 7 times 3? Tell your neighbor. Hopefully you said subtraction. Why subtraction? Duh, because subtraction is up there, so you just bring it down. It's that simple, okay? So your 2 correct answers here in this case are the original problem, which was 7 parentheses 6 minus 3 end of parentheses, and that happens to be choice B, okay? And now you're looking at A, C, or D, because keep in mind it said which 2 expressions. So what's the other choice? The other correct choice. Tell your neighbor right now. Tell him. Tell him what you think it is. Okay, the correct answer is A. And the reason why it's A is because 7 parentheses 6 means the same thing as 7 times 6. And then you have the subtraction operation symbol, and then 7 times 3. So I'm going to hit check answer. Well done. Got it correct. That's number 1. I hope that clears some of the distributive property up. I'm going to do about 3 more here, so pay attention. You're still listening. Laptops are half-mast, otherwise you're going to close them. Mr. Silver's going to tell you to close them, and pay attention. I can't be here to teach you this, and so I'm trying my best here to help you out, because I love to help you, because you need lots of help. Okay, so I am going to clear my ink now, clear it out, and let's jump to, I don't know, I'm going to jump around. Let's go to question 4. All right, here's one that's now not multiple choice. So it asks you to use the distributive property. Use the distributive property to write an expression that is equivalent to 6a plus b. And keep in mind it's 6 parentheses a plus b end of parentheses. Now, it's the same thing I just did, but the only tiny, the small twist here is now there's letters. There's variables. It's the same thing. You do 6 times A and you do 6 times B. So we're going to put 6 times A, and anyone know what 6 times A is? Duh. 6a, you just squish them together. Remember, a number times a letter or a variable is squished together. So it's just 6a. And then you bring down the addition sign. And then it's 6 times b, which is 6b. So I am going to type in the little box here, 6a plus 6b. Enter. Fantastic. That's correct. That's that simple. Then I'm going to click OK. And that was number 4. Now I'm going to jump on. I'm going to clear my ink and try another one. I'm going to go with problem number. Okay, moving on here to another problem. Let's go with, I don't know, let's try number 8. All right, so this one reads, use a distributive property to write an expression equivalent to 5 parentheses r plus 9 end of parentheses. Use pencil and paper. Write the algebraic expression in words. Then write the equivalent expression in words. Use the similarities and differences. Describe the similarities and differences in the two statements. Okay, it says to simplify your answer here. So we're going to go with 5 times r, which is obviously just 5r. And then we've also got 5 times 9, which is 45. And then we bring down the addition sign. So this one's actually fairly simple here. So I'm going to go ahead and type in 5r plus 45. Well done. Okay, moving on. That was a pretty easy one. Let's jump to maybe one of the harder ones. This will be the last one that I show you all. Let's go with 13. And I'm going to go ahead and clear the ink here. Okay, this will be the last one that I want you all listening to. It's question 13 here, which is a little bit more challenging. And go ahead, I'm going to read this one here. It says a family is going on vacation for 5 days. Pretty important, 5-day vacation. The rental car is $59 per day, and a hotel room costs $8 per day. The total cost of the car and hotel room is the number of days multiplied by the sum. And what does the word sum mean? Tell your neighbor. It means to add. The daily cost of the rental car and the daily cost of the hotel room. Find an expression for the total cost. Use the distributive property to write an equivalent expression for the total cost. All right, so the family's going on vacation for 5 days. That means that is going to go on the outside of the parentheses. And on the inside in the parentheses, this case, keep in mind it's $59 a day for the hotel room. So that's part of what you're spending every day, $59 a day. And you don't know how much the hotel room costs. So that's the H. So I'm putting 59 plus H inside the parentheses. So it says which expression represents the total cost. I have 5 on the outside and 59 plus H on the inside. So that looks like choice letter B. We'll see if that's correct. B, check answer. Perfect. And now there's a second answer to that, and I love this one. It's a little two-parter. Now it reads, which expression below is equivalent to the expression for the hotel the total cost by the distributive property. So now I'm to use this and to distribute it. So I do 5 times 59, which I could get out a calculator to do that. So I'll go ahead and do that just to speed up the process. 5 times 59, 295. So that there is 295. And then we also have to distribute the 5 to the H. And 5 times H is 5H. And the plus sign goes in between because we're adding up here. So you just bring down the addition sign. So I'm looking for 295 plus 5H. That looks like choice B. Check answer. Got it. Okay, so I'm done showing the distributive property because I'm assuming by now you're starting to get the hang of this. So your options now are listed on Smart Notebook. Okay, they're right here. So what you're to do, option number 1 is to complete your workbook pages. Okay, I want you making sure you're getting pages 39 through 50 done first. That's kind of goal number 1, and you can work together on that. So working on pages 39 through 50 with a partner, getting those done out of your workbook. Option number 2 is to complete the 3 assignments that are online on Digits going through PowerSchool. 2-4, which is all about finding the greatest common factor. 2-5 is the one I just went over on the distributive property. And then there's a review one, which is kind of like a study guide. And so if you get those 2 things done, then the other options are create a screencast-o-matic video. You could go to Manga or you could go to D2L and work on the worksheets if you want to print those off. And keep in mind, those are always under lessons and content. And then down over here, keep in mind we're on topic 2. And then here are those worksheets that are great. If you want to print these to take home and study with, go for it. You click on it. I've gone through this before. You end up downloading it by clicking the green arrow button, and it might ask you to save it first, and then go ahead and save it, and then you're going to want to open it and print it. So you want to print those. That's another way to help you study for your test on Wednesday. So your test is Wednesday, your study session is Wednesday. I'm done talking. If you have any questions, work together. The rest of class is work time. I hope this was beneficial and that you